Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a reading for you that is resonating with this recent lunar eclipse on the 7th of September. So this is a time where we can allow the power of the moon to help us focus on our unconscious energies, including our subconscious experiences, drives, things we push down that are hidden from us, that don't surface, secrets that we have that are perhaps compromising our ability to reach our goals. The moon is also an indication of the energies that you bring into this life. So, for those of you that have moon in Aquarius, you may be receiving extra support at this time around this reading, through this reading. Your overall energy is the Nine of Discs, the Nine of Pentacles. This is showing me your independence, first and foremost, your autonomy, and your cultivation of your own skills, desires in a way that you've had to do on your own. You've had to grow some success, some personal, uh, uh, environmental success through your own efforts in alignment with who you actually are becoming. And you've set your personal garden up, and the garden representing the ways in which you unwind, relax, drink in the beauty of your life and your accomplishments. You always look to how you are reinvesting in this sacred space for you. So this investment includes the ways that you pour into your interest and likely manifestations, and in those of others that are similarly aligned to you. Underneath the Oracle of Vessels is the Page of Cups, and this is coming up for you quite often, and for others, this idea that there is a sense of self-love and creativity, an unblocking and unlocking of your natural imagination, the playful quality, the joyful quality in your heart, the opportunity to be who you are in full joy and pleasure is still something that you are gaining an appreciation of. This is your asserting your right to be who you are and to be in your independent space. And I have pulled the Mandrake from the Seed and Sickle for you. Number 50 reduces to a 5, which is the Hierophant, a way in which you perhaps have conformed to the status quo or challenged it, depending on where you are in life and your particular perspective. Let me get the correct guidebook here. And number 50, Mandrake, is described. Not only do the roots of the mandrake grow in the form of a human, but there are also many tales of this little familiar taking on a life of its own and dispensing knowledge, wealth, and even visions of the future. You may not have a personal mandragora to point the way, but there are other signs and sources of guidance in your life leading you forward. Keep your eyes peeled for these little prophets throughout the next few days. Interesting. I'm going to read from the other guidebook, which focuses a little bit more on the way that we are internalizing the lessons that we are manifesting for ourselves at this time. Whether being used for magical or medicinal purposes, mandrake has been valued for thousands of years by those who grow it. It takes 3 years to reach its full potency, however. Do not judge yourself by the speed at which others grow. You need more time to reach your full potential, and there is no shame in that. I like this. I like that very much. Okay, that's putting it in perspective for me. In your 10th house, the way you see yourself, identify yourself, and the way others see you. The Oracle of Wings is about the Page of Swords. So this is the second card of a kind of beginner energy. Here's where you recognize you are out of your depth, not in the way that undermines you, but in the way that shows to you the limits of what you know, how you think, what resources are available to you. And it is a time when you are taking notes. You're looking in particular at those opportunities, individuals, or relationships that resonate with your values. You're putting many things to the test of your moral values. And this is important because you're realizing that your experience of independence and the capacity, the power to choose what's right for you rests on what your values are, what you believe is right, what your ethics are. And this is important because it's allowing you to take notes, to witness those examples in your world, your community that you aspire to, that you respect, and that you want to respect within your own life. In the first house, the Fool, it really is feeling very much as though you are poised on a new, what seems to others, a very risky venture. It is, I don't believe you feel it is risky for you. It definitely goes against conventional wisdom, and you feel yourself ready to liberate yourself in this some particular way. You feel ready to let go of some safety net you've held on to. You're already secure and stable in your independence, but beyond that, you realize you are in an ideal position to take risks, to speak out, to move along a path that has been less trodden, to move forward with full faith in your ability to overcome whatever obstacles are put in your path. This is an instance of beautiful trust in yourself and in the universe. In the fourth house, your roots, your foundation, your home, the Lovers. This is about a choice that you have. This is you understanding your long-term benefit. And it feels as though there is a partnership, not just with an individual. This can be with a group of individuals. This can be an opportunity or a passion that you have reached a place of discrimination around. So you are no longer going for the easy, quick gratification or successes that you can easily obtain. You're moving towards something that puts you in connection with others that are in greater alignment with your goals and that are willing to work with you as you are willing to work with them to build something together. And this, in some part, is showing me much of this page, even Fool energy. This is a new path of growth and development for you. This ability to work as an equal, a collaborator with others towards something that is not predetermined, that is understood to be of service and of value to others, but is not clearly defined at this point. But you are able, through this deeper connection you've developed with yourself, and consequently are able to magnetize towards you something greater, something that you are putting together with the knowledge, expertise, and support of others. In the seventh house of significant others, the Goddess of Wings is the King of Swords. And I like this because it is bringing again this recognition that you have the skills needed to stand on your strength and power by opening up to new ideas, unexpected ideas, recognizing new opportunities, letting new blood in. And that is as a result of your comfort with ideas, your comfort with opening up to new truths, a new sense of justice that you don't have to judge prematurely. You have enough capacity, enough neutrality in this role as the facilitator of new ideas to not judge, to listen, to be curious, to ask all the right questions, and to listen sincerely to the responses that you receive. So this is you helping yourself and others define, pound out the details of something that you want to move forward with. As a reminder, if this reading is resonating for you, please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. That is a garden blister that I just noticed myself. And I appreciate your comments. I appreciate the way that you share these videos with people who may enjoy them. And ultimately, I am grateful for all the ways you support the growth of this channel. So thank you in advance. I'm going to clarify the Fool here with the Six of Swords and the King of Cups. Interesting. So I definitely see you moving away from something stressful, something pressured. And in some part, it is the result of your understanding, your maturity, your acceptance of not only your own vulnerability, but that of others. You have experienced a lot of resistance, a lot of hardship, a lot of blocks on the path to understanding what your greatest strengths are. And I do not believe that any of us would be anything less than surprised to recognize that it is that vulnerability that is the strength. It is your ability to jump, leap at something that you believe, you trust, you love, you resonate with. And that ability to move forward, to recognize opportunity and go for it is part of what you are allowing yourself to experience. You don't have to rationalize this move to anybody, but you know you're looking for acceptance of the challenges you've experienced and peace in accepting that it had to be the way that it was, that you benefited from those hardships and challenges, and that ultimately you are gaining peace through this effort to move away, to recover, to heal yourself regarding a specific situation and opportunity that you are taking. I'd love to know more about this. The Lovers in the fourth house is clarified by the Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. I have to say that the Seven of Swords is showing up a lot for many people, and I do believe this is all the ways that we have been criticized and judged by others throughout our lives. There's a way that some of it has been internalized in a way that creates doubt, that holds us back, in a way that ultimately inclines us to blame others when in fact we come to recognize that we are the ones limiting our opportunities by complying, by internalizing unkind judgments, unkind criticism. But all of this is being subsumed by your desire to change and redefine yourself. So you're not comfortable with the status quo. You're not comfortable to remain in the lane that you were assigned. And in that way, you are allowing yourself to be more powerful as a result of the skills you've gained, more powerful as a result of the interest you pursued, the gifts and talents that you now develop. And that is expanding your opportunities exponentially. It's also quantifying your services, making what you have to offer practical to others, resources that others can use. So this is part of the way that you are drawing in collaboration, either with the universe, the divine, and with others who are similarly aligned to you. You have practical steps, practical experiences in expanding the possibilities for success in your life. In the 7th house, the goddess of wings, which is the King of Swords, clarified by the Hierophant and the 5 of Swords. There's a way that you are not sticking to the script. There's a way that you realize it is your opportunity to learn something through your most significant relationships or contracts. You're understanding that your presentation can sometimes undermine the vision that you have. And part of this openness, where we're seeing this energy of pages, this beginner mind, is your recognition of your limits. So you have come to a place where you understand that you are desired to work in some more holistic way, collaborative way with others to develop a service or to create something. But you're still learning how to lean on your own understanding. And at the same time, stay open to the experiences and the understanding of others. But I do feel like you have become very experienced in resisting resistance, in talking back to power, in blocking those who seek to block you, at the same time recognizing that you need help in new ways to identify and clarify your values as you move forward. Because this, again, becomes something that is important to you. The lunar eclipses really has been focusing on the things that you do value, the things that you possess, how you're defining abundance, stability, and security. In the 10th house, the Oracle of Wings is clarified by the Page of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. So here we have now at least 3 pages. Yes, the Cups, the Pentacles, and the Swords. So this is really about, again, recognizing that there's a lot you can learn, a lot you'd like to learn, and what you're applying this desire for more growth, more evidence, more practical steps is a way in which you are evaluating the resources you have in order to invest appropriately in your vision, in your creation, in what you're building. So you're contemplating the investment you're making in this as you are very experienced in understanding how to invest in yourself. You're understanding that there isn't much difference at this point, that the self is clear, your identity is clearer than your structure for building, growing, method for growing this new opportunity, this new passion with others, and how you are in a place of understanding your skill set, your expertise, and your gifts. That's with an S. but also a way that you are applying that and understanding that that then becomes reflected in what you create. It's mirrored, reflected in that. I'm going to pull a yogic path oracle to finish this reading, and I pulled Buddha. So I'm going to read from the guidebook here. And Buddha is in the beginning. Inner wisdom, intellect. Wise one, you're now remembering what you were born with, all the answers that you are seeking. You have realized life is not about learning, but rather relearning, letting go of the illusions so we can remember our innate solutions. You've silenced the chattering of the mind to allow the whispers of the soul to speak, and are now beginning to truly read the vast textbooks that exist inside of you. This is the time to rewrite your story, authored by the greater wisdom of your soul. If you've enjoyed this content, check out more content here. Thank you for your likes and subscribes, Aquarius. And until next time, namaste.